Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to the video. Today we're going to talk about the Riobot Rockman X, aka Megaman X. Depends on where you are regionally wise in the world, because in Japan it's Rockman. But yeah, this is the Falcon armor, the Eiichi Shiimizu version, and boy, I'm excited. But mostly because I really like Megaman, and I'm glad we're getting something from Megaman rather than nothing from Megaman. So hopefully, I hope the Falcon armor does really well in Japan. Hope it does well in America. Hope it does well in Europe. I hope it does well in Russia. I hope it does well everywhere. So that way Sentinel can continue to make more Mega Man armors the same way they made a bunch of Iron Man armors. Because honestly, Mega Man deserves all that kind of love. And if you can get good guys, hopefully we can get some bad guys. Even if that means, you know, getting Nightmare Zero. I don't care. I want more of this. Because Sentinel made a dope armor. I mean, they took what True Force did and made it better, in my opinion. And let's talk about it. So if you like the manga design, which I do, here we have this manga face, which honestly looks really amazing, especially with this Falcon armor. It's just one of those things I adore it. And the color palette is just really nice. It's a nice metallic, but semi-gloss, so that when you photograph it, and trust me, it looks beautiful in the photographs. I cannot wait to show you guys. And this is one of those things I'm overly excited for, because lately I've been just showing off just how excited I am. Because this is something that, you know, it's kind of one of those things you didn't think you were going to get. And when you get it, you really do appreciate it. And boy, do I. Even the nice little gem here under the middle of the chest plate. Something I just now noticed that, because I couldn't see it under this plating here. But now I'm noticing it here. It's so nice. It's a nice translucent, this beautiful ab crunch to make sure nothing ever really touches each other. Just so nice. So anyway, let's get into it. I'm sorry for rambling on. But yeah, here we have this guy looking really good. He stands pretty well, actually really well, exceptionally well, as you can see here, with no problems. So standing up is not an issue. If you're worried about ankle pivot, that won't be an issue too. I'll actually get into that in a second. But I do want to do, because Mega Man doesn't come with a ton of accessories, I do want to clip on the wings for him first, technically. And with the wings, actually, I need to double check the instruction, because there are versions. There we go. So this is going to be the right wing. There's going to be this nice, crazy little tab you can barely notice that indents itself. Actually, that indents itself, and it will show you. Let me get a light on it. See that L? The L is for left. So this belongs on the left-hand side. That's why I left it off, because I wanted to make sure I showed you guys. And once it's in, it really tabs in really difficultly. There we go. Ooh, that's a nice little fit. And the reason why is because when you tab it in, it takes a little bit of effort to get it out. But once it's in there, it's in there. And this one is right. So we got it both in. Now we're talking about our wings. Ooh, so pretty with the wings. There we go. As I just forget that I'm even on camera with you guys. And the wings, even in its standby mode, look beautiful on X. I know it looks a little stuffy. It looks like he has no neck. But X does have a neck, and it does look really good. Even here, as I back it up a little bit, just looks nice. Now, wing-wise, let's move this guy. Focus. Here we go. We actually can. Oh, how did I do it before? There we go. This can move up. Then this will move up too, and spread out. And then it just looks really good with that open canopy look. This is beautiful. It's a nice, simple design. The gold is really nice. And just, even now, as I pose him under this lighting, he just looks really, like, look at that. Pose-wise, this is a beautiful shot to just prep to take. I'm actually gonna, boom, took one on my phone just now. Take another one. But yeah, this is just, so nice. And then in terms of articulation, you actually don't lose any of it with this Mega Man. Actually, gotta be careful, because as I put that back, it pushed his head forward, which pushes his plate out. So you have to be careful for that. But otherwise, I don't think articulation-wise, you'll lose anything with this Mega Man. Nope. Even like as I'm doing it for the flight for looking up, technically I'm losing nothing, because once I actually move the plate, sorry, the wings back, because these actually can slightly and gently move outward, you can actually use it for flight. So looking up shouldn't be a problem. That means flight poses, you are good on those with Mega Man. Opposing you fly boringly like this, which is very much capable if you are not human, if you are technically a robot. In terms of our arm articulation, we can actually move our arms all the way forward. We have a beautiful butterfly joint here, which is, boy, So as you can see, you can rotate all the way forward. You see the beautiful fist. If you want to shoot rocket blows, rocket blow. Sorry, I was playing old Dreamcast games. And then we have bicep swivel. We can rotate around. Ooh. There is a joint that allows you to rotate up and down and around. So that bicep swivel, please be careful with the bicep swivel because the buster part will come across here and the top of the shoulder tip of the blade of the Falcon armor. So I do recommend you just don't go too crazy there like I just did. But it does fold in very nicely and we are double jointed. And let me check something about the buster because I've been meaning to check that earlier. Both arms do indeed wiggle off, but the buster is pretty much meant for, I believe, only the left-hand side. If you try to put it on this arm, it does not line up. And that is because it's made for the placement of the left arm. You can see that there's one indentation there, and we'll get into that later on, but I wanted to cover that now because I was curious myself. So let's place this arm back on. There we go. And then in the middle, we have our ab crunch, which I've shown earlier. It's really nice because it does fold really nicely forward as you bend down. Ooh, let's change that focus. Sorry about that. See here, bends forward, bends backwards. You can see lots of range there. You can actually see the gem now. Really like that armor cover. And then as far as our legs go, we can actually do a similar momentum to the drop down method. And our legs can rotate out, the thigh swivel. We can fold all the way in this far, which is actually pretty nice. And then we actually can, ooh, this is so nice. Sorry, I'm admiring. But then we actually get a drop down on the foot, which will allow ankle pivot to be done really well. As you can see here, it's rotating out. You'll see the gem here, rotating forward, and we still can tilt out side to side. Even back here, there's a little bit of extra room for the back of our leg thrusters. So there is room for ankle pivot on both sides. Let's actually see how this looks as we get some nice poses here. Ooh, this is nice. This is really, really nice. So let's say I had the buster out. Let me actually rotate you up and through. If I had his buster out, this would look really, really good. Let's put this folding out armor. Let's rotate this up. Yeah, this is dope. Let's fix your head a little bit. But yeah. Now we're going to talk about the buster arm that we get. Because also, let me actually, now this is what I was worried about. I think mine's came off because I went a little too hard earlier. Because as you can see, there are glue spots there. So I think this is the only part on mine that I may actually have a problem with. But otherwise, it does tab back in with no problem. That's something I was noticing earlier, but was very unsure if that was me or the toy. And I do believe it was me because it looks like there was a glue spot there. And I may have pushed something too far. But yeah, you see posing this guy up shouldn't be an issue. But I'm learning from my mistakes. And because I am learning, that means hopefully you guys don't have to make the same mistakes that I made. We can make dash moves, but I want to pose you up normally. Oh, let's see if you can balance as well too. Actually, I didn't test that. So let's not even kick or anything like that. Let's just try to lift a leg up and you can balance. So yeah, buster arm. Yeah. This bad boy was made specifically for the left arm of Megaman. Normally it's the one we always see on Megaman. And it does just line up, tab in. It looks really good. If you want to do a buster shot, there we go. This looks really good. No matter how you put it, this is a work of art. Now, underneath on the buster, we have a tab that opens up. There will be a tab here you just pull out. And then this is how you get your light up feature, by pushing in on it. And this looks really good. Let's turn out the lights, see what we can get, how bright it is. That is actually really, really bright. Even with the red lighting in the background, this still lights up very nicely. Can't wait to get some mood shots out of this. The Falcon armor is a work of art and pretty much beautiful. I think the only other thing I didn't cover is the fact that you will get 2 open hands with him. And then you'll get an alternative faceplate. Again, very manga styled. For the alternative faceplate, you saw earlier, the faceplate comes right off by just lifting that up. Ooh, again, my focus is all whack. Sorry, y'all. I'm too excited. So as you can see here, faceplate just comes right off. All you have to do is pull down and tab it out. This thing right here, man, I am excited for. I know a lot of people who are Mega Man fans who are going to be very excited about this. If you are one of those people who you wish it came with more accessories, this may not be for you. If you are just one of those solid Mega Man fans and happy to have something, this beautiful work of art, you'll be very much happy with it. But if you're wanting more, I don't know what else to tell you because I am very much happy with this armor. But before I go, what I am going to do is we're going to do a comparison between him, the True Force armor, and then we're going to do a size comparison with some other stuff so we can see how he stacks up. In case you want to mix your Mega Man to come to other universes. So here is the True Force armor. He is standing up pretty much directly. He is bent over. Now you can see they're around the same height. But what I am going to do is I'm going to fix him up. We're going to have him sit at his actual height and show the Falcon armor next to the True Force armor. And show that design-wise, these guys are very similar, but also very different. That's kind of the good thing about them. As you can see here, this one is definitely more the style we recognize, but still very much more stylized, which this one very much resembles a different version of a stylized Mega Man, but similar enough to very much go with each other. And that's actually what I enjoy about them. Now, break it down. Oh, bonus. Here he is next to the Mega Man model kit. So you can see how he sizes up with the model kit. Not terrible. It's really not. But it may not be for everyone. Next up, here he is next to an SH Figuarts Kamen Rider Kuga. And I don't mind these guys technically being around that because, I mean, honestly, in the Mega Man universe, I feel like Reploids or Maverick Hunters are around the same size as humans. So him being around the same height as the SH Figuarts, I'm okay with. So that means he'll probably be a little shorter than Marvel Legends and other stuff. Here he is next to an articulated Icons Ninja. Again, not terrible. Here we are with a 6-inch Marvel Legends figure. Yeah, not terrible. I'll probably use these guys to fight him because they're maskless men. Or you can use a Lightning Collection putty. Because I don't really have any Mavericks for him to fight, which is a bit of a bummer. But yeah. Next up, we have a 1000 toy synthetic human. And these will probably be the closest things to Mavericks. And they fit scale-wise very much with the Mega Man. So that's always a plus. So maybe I'll break those guys out. Then we have a G.I. Joe Storm Shadow. Fair enough, pretty well. And then we have Mythic Legion's Knight. Bit too big, so Mega Man would be a tiny guy compared to these guys. But he would look good fighting ogres. That actually does sound fun. And then you have a Mezco-Me sitting in with Mega Man. Now, one more thing I want to talk about. If you chose to try the Buster effects, I tried this first thing. The Buster effects do not work with this guy unless you're using a stand to place in well with them. But otherwise, it does not fit inside of the Buster. But overall, I love this figure. I just love the Mega Man stuff. And it's always coming out really beautiful. Really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Really hope you guys enjoyed the enthusiasm because lately I've been really out of it. So I'm glad to kind of, you know, feel good about something. And this Mega Man definitely hit the spot. Please, guys, as always, be good, do good, drink your water. Later. Quick, one thing I forgot to cover is that you can actually move this up and down and shape it a little left and right. But the fact that you can move that and it goes outward as well will immediately help you in your ventures in doing ankle pivot. I was a little too excited before, but here we go. I just want to make sure I added that in. So yeah, have fun, guys. Later.